Yeah, so pick whoever you want. I can teach anybody. I used to play this game a lot. That's a good damn choice. That's a good damn choice. Oh, that's my favorite, second favorite cat. We're gonna do some nasty shit. All right, check this out. Actually, it's a huge difference. Okay, check this out. All right, or do that. But as you push the X-ray buttons. I think it's left trigger, right trigger. Yeah. All right. Well, left trigger, right trigger is your special move. It's usually not a good option to do it, but we'll cover why. All right, check this out. We're gonna run buttons. Goddamn, son. It is. So we gotta learn our buttons right now. Yeah, it says X, Y, A, and B, but we're not gonna say X, Y, A, and B when I tell you to do a move. Number one, because that's actually more complicated than using numbers. Also, if you transfer consoles, they transfer the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4 will translate to triangle, square, X, circle on a PlayStation controller, as it does on the Xbox controller, respectively. All right, so 1 is a jab, right? 1 is left punch, 2 is a right punch, 1 is a left kick, 4 is a right kick, always. It's NRS games, that's how we run it. And then we're gonna put our combos together like that. But here, we gotta get these numbers right. So 1 is jab, so 1 will be X, right? 1. And you could do 1, 1, 1, or just 1, 1, I guess, for him, and it's a combo, and we'll talk about that in a second. 2 is a power hook, right? 2. And then 3 means left kick, which is exactly. And then 4. Beautiful. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Try 1, 1, 2, right? Beautiful. See? I knew he was a fucking natural. He's a fucking natural. Okay. This makes this very easy to teach you combos and button notations and shit. So how this game works, these are called normals. All these kicks, all these punches, all these buttons, these are called normals. Your normals can be changed by pushing directional buttons at the same time. So you'll see stand 1 is like this, right? But back 1 is like that. It's an uppercut. So you hold back, exactly. And there's a lot, and forward 1 is an overhead. So that's only for normals. The normals, you can change them with the directional buttons and pushing the same button. So that's 1, back 1, forward 1. Same thing for 2. Here's your 2. Your back 2 is an uppercut. It's a really good anti-air. And your forward 2 is an advancing mid hitter. Exactly. And it has a much better range, obviously, than this. It's slow, but it goes a lot further. It can actually hit you from here. So if I'm standing here, you don't want to be whiffing buttons, because I'm pretty sure that dude is just hitting you while you're doing this. Because when you're whiffing, you can't block. You can't block and swing at the same time, right? And during this whole animation, you can be hit. All good shit. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, back 1, back 2, forward 2. Then we got our forward 3, which extends the leg out a little more. As you'll notice, the forward buttons literally move your character forward. So if you want something with more range, you should push forward and whatever button you want to hit with. If you push back, he does like a sway back, or he does uppercuts or anti-airs. So forward 3, forward 4 is that big drop kick that you kept doing. It's a really good move. And we also got down, and these are important too. This is and those are interactables. Yeah, you could jump and hang on this one. Right bumper. Jump, yep. And I'll really hurt you for that. But so here's the thing, we also got, so those are the back ones, all those. Yeah, we're gonna get those. You're gonna get used to those as you play. Now we got down 1, down 3, down 2. These are important because these are your fastest moves. This is your fastest move right here, down 1. That means is we're in neutral, right? If we both have the same amount of advantage on each other, this button is always gonna win first. That's okay, right? It's what it says, 2%. It's only 2% damage. You're not gonna kill anybody with it. But what it does, exactly, it'll stop people, and now it's your turn after you hit somebody with that. Boom. You hit that, and then you can throw your 2-1, 2-1, 2, or 2-1-1, whatever you want to throw out there. So yeah, that's why these are really important. You're down, your low pokes, right? And this one is, of course, a little bit more range, and this one's a little bit more. The difference here is back. It's a sweep. That means you're going to knock them to the ground. You don't just hit them. So you got to look at how your opponent gets hit. When they get hit with this, they're still standing. Right, you can move a little bit. You shouldn't, because if I push another button, you'll get hit again. But if you push back kick, back 4, it puts them on the ground. And that's very different, right? I get a lot more advantage. While you're on the ground, I can walk up over you or do whatever I want. So you're backing up, which is fine if you want to play that spacing game. This game is very oppressive. You really want to walk forward when you knock somebody down, because I only have a couple of options to get up off of the ground. Exactly. You can just set people up. That was a perfect setup right there. Of course, I can block, but you know that'll come later. There's layers to this. So now those are all normals, right? We all talking about punches and kicks. Those are normals. Now you have special moves. Here's one of his special moves: is down back 2. It's a big ass rifle swing. Yeah, and it's also not super fast, but it's a special move. Special moves are not going to be changed. They're done by multiple directional buttons plus a normal, like we just did, back 1, 2. Or you got back, forward 3. It's a projectile, and that goes full screen. Back, forward 3. Oh, you got to watch it for your jumping overlays too, because there's a thing called anti-airs in this game. You can't block while you're jumping. So if you get hit in the air, you have to eat all that damage. So there's a thing about ducking. You can duck high moves. So when everything connects, you'll see a little word come up by your body that says high, right? You see that? You see it says high? 1 is a high, 2 is a high, 3 is a high, yeah, and 4 is a high. So these are highs because they're very fast. Fast moves are usually highs. The problem with a high is that they don't hit crouching opponents. Did you see that? You see that first hit whiff? I mean, the second hit's a mid, but the first one's always going to whiff. Just do stand 1, right. Right, and 2 is a high, and 3 is a high. So they're all going to whiff, unless I'm blocking. If I'm blocking, then I'm actually going to block it. So that's a thing called neutral ducking. So you can duck high moves, but you can't duck mid moves. Even if I'm blocking or not, a mid is always going to hit me. So a good mid of his is forward 3 or forward 2. That's stand 3, or forward 1. Forward 1's an overhead. Those are a little different. We'll get to that next. That's also an overhead. So try forward 1 or forward 2. Those are both overheads instead of mids. You want a mid. Yeah. And overheads are going to hit unless I'm blocking high, right? Overheads hit a crouching, ducking opponent. So if I'm crouching and I'm ducking, if I'm trying to duck a high, then overhead will hit you. Yeah, so go ahead and duck without blocking, and I'll show you a little bit different, right? So these are highs. These are all going to whiff no matter what. But if I do an overhead, it's going to hit you, and a mid is going to hit. And a low, of course, is going to hit you. You have to block low to block a low. So here's stand blocking, here's low blocking. So overheads, you got to block, yep, just like that. And lows, you got to block low. So this is an overhead low string. So you got to block overhead and then immediately low. There it is. And all the characters have different combos that hit different ways, and you'll learn those as you play, but you already got it. But so here's the thing with overheads and lows. If someone is standing there blocking all your hits standing, you should try to hit them with a low. Everybody's sweep is a low. Back 4. That's a high. That's forward 4. Yep, so lows are sweeps. Back 3 combos, that one works too. So your low kicks, right, is back kick buttons are going to be lows. And as you see, your forward punch buttons are usually mids. But every character is different, and that's not a guarantee. So, and I can block that, that's a mid. It's also really unsafe, meaning that you can get punished for it. So here's the thing about, we're going to do a little blocking and attacking right now. So if you know how to block, you need to know what to do after that. So these are the combos. So I'm going to try forward 1, 3. That's the overhead low. Forward 1, 3 is minus 15. I'll show you exactly what that means. So I do this forward 1, 3. Say you block that. Now what do? You want to hit your opponent back. So say you block this, and I'm going to block right after it so you don't hit me. See that? No, it was your turn. I'm going to show you exactly how to get that to hit every time. So there's a thing called block stun in this game. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And since that's why you have the same character, we're going to do the exact same thing. So I know that this forward 1, 3 is minus 15 because I check the command list, right? I push start and push A, and I found those buttons. It says block advantage is minus 15. That means anything that I have that's faster than that will punish you. So you were doing the right buttons. Stand 1, down 3. Those all would hit, but your timing was off. So go ahead and do forward 1, 3 on me, the overhead low, and I'm gonna block right afterward like I was doing. So do exactly what so do the overhead low and then block immediately. And I'm gonna try to punish you for it. I'm glad that went away because that was an accident. Yep, forward 1 and then 3 would be the next one. We didn't even go over combos before I started showing you this. So that's forward 1, 2. Which is cool, but you're seeing that you can string together. Oh, forward 1, 3. So jab kick. And here's your 3. That was 4. Yep, that was 4. That's forward 1. That's forward 1, 2. That's 3 right there, what you just pushed. That was a forward 2. That's forward 2. That's forward 2. That's forward 1, 3. There it is. That's why I have the same character, so I can see it. All right, and now, yeah, all right. So now I want you to block immediately after. See, you still got hit though, right? Even though you're blocking. Exactly, because you're getting punished because this move is unsafe. So when we say something's unsafe, that's what I'm trying to say. That means if your opponent blocks that move, you have to get hit. You have to get hit because they guessed right. They blocked your shit right. It's their turn. You see what I'm saying? All right. Potential spam. Somebody calling me. I ain't answering that shit. Ignore. All right. So, now that you know that you get punished, I want you to do that on me. So as you were seeing, I shouldn't be able to block, right? After I do that move, I'm minus 15. I shouldn't be able to block, and I was blocking. So what you need to practice, which we're going to test right now, and it's not going to take you long at all because you're getting all this shit very quickly. Exactly what I did. You're going to punish with 1-1-2. Go ahead and push 1-1-2. Down 2 is really unsafe. We're going to talk about that later. 1-1-2. Yep. Let me do it again. I'm looking at your buttons here. Do it again. All right, your 2's coming out a little late. Just do it a little bit faster. Push them all back to back. Don't worry about what your character's doing. Just input the entire string. That's called a string when you do all the buttons back to back in the combo. That's called the string. You input the entire string, and then your character's just gonna follow. So you should be able to fuck me up every time I do forward 1-3, right? So go ahead and block this forward 1-3 and punish me with 1-1-2. Did that sentence make sense that I just said? That's what I'm talking about. That's why we had to learn the names of this shit. All right, so I'm doing forward 1-3 to you, and you're gonna punish with 1-1-2. Hey, that works too. That was a punish. A little bit quicker. You pushed 1 a little bit too early on that one. And it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Once you find this, you'll find the rhythm of the game. We'll talk about breakers too. Ooh, you gotta block this. You're gonna get hit. So block this overhead low first. You pushed it a little too. Look at your button log. You see your button log right now? That's all the buttons that you pushed on the right side right there. Yeah, I can see everything you're pushing. So if you're pushing too much shit, like look how clean mine is over here. Because I'm only pushing the exact buttons at the exact time. That's how I knew your 3 was too late, because I can see it showing up. So we're gonna try this again. So go ahead and block. There it is. That's the motherfucking punish. We're gonna try it a few more times. Yep, perfect. Let's do it again. A little late. Yeah, if you get hit, you'll get hit again, right? If you try to punish, if you don't actually block it, you'll get hit again. All right, that was a good punish. Cool, you got that shit. All right, so now you know how to punish. You want to punish with some real shit, right? You want to hit a motherfucker and hurt them when they fuck up. So he's got a pretty easy combo. We're gonna do 1-1-2, 1-1-2. Right, and that damages for 16%. I'm gonna put myself in the corner. It only works in the corner, but this is good for now. Your 2 is coming a little late, so you want to push the entire string quickly. There it is, and then you're gonna do it again while I'm launched in the air. So if you want to look at my buttons on the left, you'll be able to see the exact timing that I push them. You see my triggers right here that are popping up above my meter on the side of the screen. Oh shit! Oh shit! I gotta turn that off too. All right, that won't happen again. All right, so you see my button log right here, the X's, the 1 that's coming up, the 3, the 2, the 4, underneath my health bar on the left side of the screen. This is the speed that I'm putting them in, and you can see exactly how, right? It's straight back to back. So that juggle right there, that was a full combo. And you don't have to guess which buttons go together. That's what they have this list for. We could just look at this and see which ones are actually going to work. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. That's what it is. It's safe, actually. I could have blocked after that too. Safe means I can do the whole thing. If you block it, I still be able to block and I won't get punished for it. Safe is the opposite of punishable. So you know how this is punishable, right? Like I can't block after that. This is safe. If I do this and block it, it's still, I can still, you know, be all right. 2 1 1 2 2. Oh, that's 1 1 2. Launches is a move that lets you extend a combo. So 1 1 2 is a launcher because it puts you up in the air and I can hit you again after you get hit with it. You see the automatic duck, right? Once I saw the forward one come, because I was expecting the low to come. That's, you should be looking at the other character and seeing what they're doing. That's how you be able to block what they're doing, right? You have your eyes on your opponent in a fight. You don't look at yourself in a fight. You don't look at your own hands. You look at what your opponent is doing. You're moving, try to get into this range, right? To wherever your character's best range and being outside of their range. So you're looking at them. But anyway, that's going to help in the long run, but we don't need that right now. So 1 1 2 is a launcher, meaning that it pops you up in the air so you can get comboed again, so you can hit the person more times. It's also special cancelable, which means you can do a special move after the string. Back forward 4 is a special move, meaning that it can come out after a normal, like that. And that all combos together. That slide is a special move. You could do it in between swings. I want you to do 1 2 1. Do 1 2 1. Alright, that hits overhead. That's why I wanted you to do that. And I believe it's safe. So I can't punish you if you do that. 1 2 1. So that's safe too, which is good because if they're blocking low, even if I block those first 2 hits, I'll get hit by that last hit in 1 2 1. Do 1 2 1 on me. I'm gonna block the first 2 hits, but the last hit's gonna. Even though I was blocking those first hits, it doesn't matter because that last hit's an overhead, and I'm duck blocking. If I was stand blocking, see, I could block it. I gotta stand up when that shit comes. But if you're playing somebody and they don't stand up fast enough, then that's gonna hit every time. All right, let me show you how this. Let me show you this too, so you can get a feel for it too. Yep. You gotta, as you see, you have to stand up to block that. All right. What is? Oh, grabs. If an opponent is blocking, you can hit him with overheads or you can hit it with grabs. Grab is left bumper. So grab hits blocking opponents. It hits standing opponents, but it's a high, so it works just like another high. So if you exactly, you can duck them. That's a grab, by the way. That interactable that you did right bumper, that's a grab because it was next to this statue thing. If you grab people in certain areas, you'll get different moves. So this is actually a grab if you push right bumper right here. Yeah, and it works like a grab. Like if I block, it'll still hit me. And that's the normal grabs. And you already saw the vine. This one actually gets you a kick, which is safe. And this one you can jump on like an asshole. And the walls, you can jump off of the walls. But you see there's a meter underneath your life bar, and it's got 2 little pips. You can only do 2 things. You see when you do that, it takes half of your meter away. Do a back dash, which is back. Right? It takes half your meter away. That's your stamina bar. A lot of doing this shit costs stamina, and you only have 2 meters of stamina at a time. They refill over time. They refill pretty quickly, but you have to watch it. If you don't have any stamina, then you won't be able to do that. See how it is? Yeah, it's not going to work until it comes back. Back dashes take stamina. Certain cancels take stamina. We don't have a cancel character. Yes, we do actually. All right, you see that? That's a cancel, and it took my stamina away. I could take the gun out like I'm gonna shoot, and I can cancel it and get up in that ass. He has a lot of cool shit. So do down forward 1, which is a special move, and you can hold X. Or hold 1 rather. That was down back 1, I believe. Yeah, his combos are actually pretty difficult compared to the other characters in the game, but that's fine. If you learn on a harder character, you switch to any other character, it'll be much easier. Going the other way is much harder. That's 3-2, right? Yeah, so 3-2 is a shot. That's back forward 3. That's a special move. That's a forward mid. Caltrops stop you from running. So if I want to run in there and get to you, see I stopped on the Caltrops. I can't run past those. It's an area denial weapon. It's down back 3. Running also takes stamina. And running is forward, forward, right trigger. Oh, you can't throw more. You can only throw one at a time. But you can throw a bunch at a time and it does way more damage. You push down back 3. To do that, you push right trigger as you do a move. So that you already got that move down, so you could push right trigger at the same time as you push 3 and it'll enhance it. Yeah, and you could do that for all your special moves. So his other special move is this one that you were doing, which is down back 4. Yeah. Exactly, he can enhance that one as well. Enhancements take a bar on the bottom of the screen. So you got your stamina bar at the top underneath your life. Those flashing bars on the bottom, those are your special meters, and they come back by fighting. They don't come back automatically. You have to land hits, and if your opponent blocks, you get a lot more of it. That one works too, but it's a different timing. That one you shoot them actually after they're already in the air. So you have to hit the first time for this to... You push it while they're in the air. You trying to combo off of that? Because that's a good launcher too as well. So if you watch your character, you're pushing buttons way too early. There's a time that happens after you input a move or after your character does a move where they can't move anymore. It's called either block stun or hit stun or recovery. What we're talking about right here, since you're on offense, you have to recover from doing this move. There's a time where he has to put the rifle back on his back. He can't do other things. So once he does that, now you're free to move. And that's the time you want to push that button. As soon as you're free to move, that's how you start connecting these combos. So if that hits, you can combo me off of that. Meaning you can hit me again before I'm able to block. You can hit me while I'm in the air. So if I do forward 4, it's a drop kick and it's an overhead. So I have to block it high. And back forward 4 is a slide and it's low. Back forward, and then 4. I know 4, 4, 4, 4. It all sounds weird as fuck coming together, but it's back forward 4. Just like you did back forward 3 just now. It's just 4 at the end of that instead of 3. That was very close. You're pushing forward, back. You switch sides. So now you're the other side. So that was, yep. There's the low, and you can enhance that one as well. So when you do that, you want to just keep pulling the right trigger. So enhanced moves, they take meter, but they add more damage, and they usually let you get more combos off. They'll give you more possibilities to extend shit.